A Tale of Two Classrooms, Student Diversity in North Carolina and Japan, presented by Tammy Ferguson and Junko Arnold. The importance of school diversity. Diversity encompasses more than just a race. It includes socioeconomic status, religion, gender, and more. Diversity prepares students for a global society and fosters critical thinking and empathy by exposing students to varied perspectives. Systemic issues like socioeconomic disparities, implicit bias, and unequal funding remain significant barriers. A broader view. Comparing different educational systems such as public Montessori schools in the United States with schools in Japan can offer insights into varied approaches to fostering inclusive and enriching learning environments. Diversity is not about how we differ. Diversity is about embracing one another's uniqueness. Chantilly Elementary School, Diversity and Demographics. Brief history. Originally built as a neighborhood school, Chantilly Elementary evolved over time. The school was originally built in 1948 to 49 as a neighborhood school for white students. It later became a Montessori magnet school. The student demographics consist of 53.3% females. Males are 46.7%. The diversity includes 55% whites, 15% African American, 15% Hispanic, 5% Asian, and then 11% are two or more races. The policies at CMS enforce diversity through its non-discrimination policy, which protects against discrimination based on race, color, national origin, sex, gender identity, sexual orientation, disability, and age. The district promotes multiculturalism in instruction and activities and provides equal access to programs and uses a student assignment plan with goals for demographic diversity. CMS also offers cultural competency training for staff and has expanded its multiculturalism policy to explicitly include LGBTO students and staff. The school is committed to the practice of positive discipline at all times and offers parent education to support this. All shared spaces are equipped with peace tables, and adults and students use them consistently for conflict resolution. The student support team also strives to ensure that all students receive the social emotional learning, behavior, and academic support that they need. Listed below is a high-level overview of the school's population. Total enrollment consists of 326 students. The grades served are pre-K and K through 6. Economically disadvantaged students consist of 21%. School programs and diversity. Chantilly's Montessori's vision is to be a collaborative and supportive environment that nurtures peaceful relationships through respect, social awareness, and community building. The method of the school applies the Montessori educational philosophy, which focuses on self-paced, hands-on learning to the North Carolina Standard Course of Study. The school has 3 levels of multi-age classrooms that foster community and respect. Primary consists of pre-K and kindergarten. Lower elementary is grades 1 through 3, and upper elementary are grades 4 through 6. School programs and diversity. The school promotes diversity through the Cultural Works and annual Family Cultural Fair. A diversity team shares events and celebrations with the school. A Cosmic Education team and Cultural Works team focuses on all continents from pre-K to 6th grade. After-school enrichment programs. The school offers a certified before and after-school care program for students in grades K through 6. Magnet School. The school is part of the Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools Magnet Program and was recognized as a Magnet School of Distinction in 2017. Community involvement consists of parent-teacher organization, the PTO. Fundraisers and events include Invest in Your Child campaign and Parking fundraiser and Spirit Night at Charlotte Checkers. The school encourages parents to volunteer in classrooms and on committees. Students participate in the Gardens That Grow for Friendship trays. Students maintain the greenway adjacent to the school. Students actively support the Butterfly Highway through UNC Charlotte by planting pollinator-friendly plants. Community resources. The school utilizes local businesses as real-life field trips for students. Upper ELL's children go to Mountain Trail Outdoor School yearly. The Arts and Science Council partners with the art teacher for special projects such as African broom making, printmaking, and bookbinding.
Little Pearls Kindergarten is a small school in Roppongi with about 42 children from infants to age 5. This is a school where my friend's daughter works. It's interesting that she used to live here in Greenville, Tennessee, and then went to a middle school in Greenville for 5 years. She then became a kindergarten teacher in a big city, Roppongi, Tokyo, which is like a Silicon Valley in the US and a very diverse part of Japan. I interviewed her through a phone call last week and then got all the information. The staff includes 1 director, 2 head teachers, 10 licensed teachers, and then 12 part-time staff. The children are mostly Japanese, but there are also 4 biracial children and 2 foreign children from Georgia who do not speak Japanese. Many families are connected to embassies, and many Japanese parents in this area often send their children to international schools. The school's main policy is to respect each child's individuality. It's called Sono Hito Rashisa. They posted this motto on their homepage. There is no special rule for nationality or disability, and children are accepted as long as space is available. This is because Japan's biggest problem right now is a huge declining birth rate, resulting in fewer children in Japan. Therefore, they want to accept as many children as possible. According to the teacher at Little Pearls, their teachers sometimes learn new languages to support families. For example, one teacher learned Georgian. Parents also benefit by improving their Japanese language and English through daily interactions. They also teach English daily at their school. The English program is offered from ages 1 to 5 through online lessons with Filipino teachers every day like 15 minutes or 20 minutes, they said. They're focusing on songs and games, reading, and dance. The school also celebrates events like Halloween and Christmas, and then Salvarian teacher provides English support in translation. To ensure fair treatment, the school uses checklists 3 times a year to monitor for abuse or discriminatory behavior. Staff reflect on their own practices, fill out surveys, and join group discussions to maintain fairness. For community engagement, the kindergarten holds an autumn festival, visits embassies during the Halloween, and plans exchanges with other kindergartens. Middle school students and international visitors also come for work experience, like the students who want to become a kindergarten in the future. They have chance to visit there. Since the school is the center of Tokyo, has no playground, unfortunately, children use their terrace or go on walks and then visit local parks and the library. The online English lessons focus on plays, songs, and simple exchanges, not culture study. By age 3, children start using some English words. Because many families have international backgrounds, diversity feels natural in the school. Light autism is supported by the teachers, and then staffs are still learning the best approaches. This is the teacher said to me, but most teachers in the school actually treat foreign children with affection, and children accept difference really quickly. From her personal reflection, the most helpful support as a minority is when teachers slow down their speech, encourage strengths, and then show genuine curiosity. Early childhood exposure helps children see diversity as something normal. At Little Pearls, the teacher told me that they really value connections with the community. Children are encouraged to greet neighbors, and the school participates in events such as Autumn Festival and Halloween visits to embassies nearby. There's so many embassies from all over the world near that school. Due to the lower birth rate and the lower enrollment numbers, the school has recently been planning exchange activities with other kindergartens nearby too. The children also use local community spaces like Roppongi Hills, which is like a big business building, nearby parks, plazas, and the library. Outdoor walks are part of their daily life, with children either in strollers or walking hand in hand. I know this doesn't happen much in the US, but Japan is such a safe country where people often go outside with strollers. It is actually not a stroller they use. It's a big box buggy, and it's kind of interesting that teacher used the big box buggy with bunch of student inside, and then walk around the city. So one challenge they faces is that foreign tourists sometimes stop to take pictures of the children during these walks, which it kind of violates their privacy, and I think they get complaints from the parents. Well, finally, the school also welcomes middle school students and then international visitors who come for work experience, helping create more connections across the community. Here we can see the differences between Little Pearls Kindergarten in Japan and then Chantilly Montessori in the US. Little Pearls is a small private kindergarten with about 42 children, mostly Japanese, and then only a few foreign or biracial students, even though it's located in the center of Tokyo, where it's diverse in Japan. The school school's main policy is to respect each children's individuality, but there are no formal written rules on diversity. Teachers rely on self-reflection and then case-by-case acceptance of children with different backgrounds or abilities. On the other hand, Chantilly Montessori is a public magnet school with over 300 students, representing a wide racial mix. The school follows this district-wide non-discrimination policies that protect race, gender, sexual orientation, disability, and LGBTQ students. Teachers receive cultural competency training, and there's a structured plan to ensure equitable access to programs. At Little Pearls, diversity is promoted in daily practice. Teachers sometimes learn the family's language, such as Georgian, to support children and parents. There's an English program with songs, games, and Zoom lessons taught by Filipino teachers. I don't know why most of the teachers are Philippine and then teaching English, but that's what the teacher told me. Seasonal events like Halloween and Christmas are celebrated. For community activities, the children join local festivals, visit embassies, and go to the library or nearby parks since the school has no playground. At the Chantilly Montessori, diversity is supported through the curriculum. Culture Works education covers all continents, and the school hosts a family culture fair each year. Fairness is also promoted through positive discipline, peace tables for conflict resolution, and the student support team for social, emotional, and academic needs. In the community, students grow gardens for donation, help maintain a nearby greenway, and then work on environmental projects like the Butterfly Highway. They also partner with local businesses, outdoor schools, and the Arts and Science Council. Looking at those both schools, we can see two very different approaches. In the US, Montessori follows structured policies and formal systems, while Little Pearls relies more on everyday instructions, cultural acceptance, and close ties with family and neighbors. What this shows us is that diversity can be nurtured in very different ways. One approach is through institutional frameworks and explicit programs, and the other is through flexibility and natural adaptation in daily life. The key takeaway is that there is no single model for diversity education. What really matters is building environments where children feel respected, included, and connected.
Diversity in education is not just a goal, it is a necessity. By fostering inclusive classrooms, celebrating different perspectives, and ensuring equal access to learning, we create environments where every student can thrive. When we embrace diversity, we don't just enrich minds, we build empathy, resilience, and a stronger society. Let's continue to champion education that reflects the world we live in and prepare students to shape the world we want to see. Winston Churchill said it best when he said, "Diversity is the one true thing we all have in common. Celebrate it every day." As educators, we need to keep in mind that something very magical happens in classrooms where skilled and caring adults celebrate diversity and are committed to truly inclusive teaching and learning.